Want to experience the old and the new? Visit Guthrie, Oklahoma's most unique destination. Trendy boutiques, collectible antiques, and galleries full of fine art. And don't forget about our live professional theater and challenging golf. Guthrie also features a wide selection of great dining choices. While visiting, enjoy one of our quaint lodging facilities. Stay the week or stay a lifetime. Uniquely Oklahoma.
This is Motor Coach Travel News, MTN, from the American Bus Association. Here's Dan Ronan.
Welcome to the American Bus Association's Motor Coach Travel News. I'm Dan Ronan in Washington. We begin this edition with some very important news about the ABA's upcoming marketplace, January 2014, in Nashville. We've just received the results of the 2013 Economic Survey of Marketplace attendees, and the results once again show the ABA's marketplace is the place to do business. The study by John Dunham and Associates shows Marketplace has or already will generate $108.3 million in book business for those that attend it. That's a $30 million increase from 2012 in Texas. Officials with many companies also told Dunham and Associates that they have or expect to book more than $78,000 as a result of attending Marketplace. These are some of the comments we heard from you, our members at Marketplace, about the great return on investment and networking.
I think it has the potential to generate significant tourism dollars. It already does. I think by having the state present at ABA, it shows that we at the state level have a commitment to grow this market even more.
I am wowed. It's amazing to see everybody in one place and be able to meet tour operators. It's very great. I am expecting a long-term relationship with these tour operators, so I'm expecting a long-term investment. It's very important. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, so it's very important to the city of Birmingham, and I sell for the state of Alabama, so Montgomery and Huntsville also. It's very important tourism.
There's a lot more about the Marketplace Return on Investment study on our website. That's at buses.org. And coming up, we'll talk with ABA President and CEO Peter Pantuso about the report. Marketplace registration is officially underway in all categories. Housing registration also began on April 10th. We are encouraging anyone interested in attending Marketplace 2014 to register as soon as possible to take advantage of the discounted early bird rate. Payment for the early bird registrants is not due until mid-August. Nominations are now being accepted for the ABA's annual Top 100 Places to Visit on a Motor Coach. You can vote. The nominations are open until May the 7th. This is a great opportunity for your destination to be showcased to thousands of motor coach tour operators in the U.S. and Canada. Each year, some 600 events are nominated by tourism officials, CVBs, and DMOs from all across North America. We want to encourage hoteliers, attractions, and operators to submit nominations. The top 100 destinations will be selected based on the selection committee of tour operators and the event's broad appeal, accessibility to large groups, and other criteria. The top 100 will be announced in the September-October edition of Destinations magazine. For almost 2 years, ABA has been offering its members professional public relations and crisis management if you need it. This is a free service, and we want to make sure that you know about it. So we recently created this video that gives you an explanation.
Hi, I'm Pete Pantuso, President and CEO of the American Bus Association. Sometimes bad things happen to excellent motor coach companies and to businesses in the travel and tourism industry. If something does happen, we want you to know that ABA is your 24/7 ally to protect your company's reputation with the media. We've developed the only crisis and reputation management program in the motor coach, travel, and tourism industry. Led by ABA's Dan Ronan, a former CNN correspondent and 8-time Emmy Award-winning reporter, ABA can act as your spokesman and assist you during the first hours and days after a crisis when the media may be unrelenting and your company's reputation is on the line. In the nearly 2 years that ABA has been offering this free service, we've helped many motor coach companies during a crisis. And we've helped many other ABA members with media relations and advice. As one motor coach operator told me recently, in his words, this service, on its own, is reason enough to join ABA. So consider it your insurance policy when it comes to the media. In this fast-moving 24/7 media cycle that we live in, rely on ABA. For more information, please contact us at 1-800-283-2877 or email us at abainfo@buses.org.
On MTN, ABA President and CEO Peter Pantuso joins us. Pete, there's been a lot of activity with regarding the Department of Transportation and this crackdown. You've had several meetings with the administration officials on this. Tell us where things are at.
Yeah, we just had a meeting about a week and a half ago with the Secretary of Transportation, Secretary Ray LaHood, and Ann Farrow, the head of FMCSA, and they are completely serious about getting these bad illegal companies off the road. You know, we've seen a lot of activity so far. They've issued a lot of imminent hazards. They've taken companies off the road that they thought weren't fit to operate. They've been working internally and training inspectors in a new way of looking at companies. They're going to focus on about 250 companies over the next couple months. They've put together a strike force. Strike force has got about 54 people, and they're going out in teams of 2, so 27 teams going out and targeting these 250 companies to make sure that they're operating the way they're supposed to be operating, that they're operating where they're operating, that their maintenance practices are what they say they are, that their drivers are well trained, and that they can execute at the highest level. If they can't, they're going to be put out of service.
And ABA vigorously supports this effort.
Absolutely. You know, ABA has been behind this secretary and this administration and prior administrations too, but really supporting the Motor Coach Safety Action Plan and all the efforts that they've put in place to make sure we have a safer industry. There's nothing worse than illegal, unsafe carriers on the road. We need to get them off the road, and we support all of the activities that they've taken so far and that they're going to be taking in the future to put those companies out of business if they should be put out.
Changing gears, let's talk a little bit about the John Dunham and Associates study, which just came out a couple of weeks ago. The numbers for Marketplace this year at Charlotte were very good, exceptional.
They were unbelievable. You know, the first time we did this return on investment study was in Grapevine, Texas a year ago, and we replicated it with Dunham and Associates in Charlotte this year, and we saw that the amount of business that was done as a result of Marketplace was $108 million. That's about $78,000 per attendee. So when you think of the investment an attendee makes and their registration, their housing, you know, a couple of meals, and then getting there, you know, this is a return of about 30 to 40 to 1 depending on the company. And we saw companies that did much, much greater than $78,000 worth of business. Some of them did well over millions of dollars in business, either while they were at Marketplace or immediately thereafter, or that they anticipate being booked in the future.
The new Music City Convention Center in Nashville is very close to being completed. This really does look like it could be the best show ever for Marketplace.
Oh, it's going to be an incredible event. Plans are well underway, as you say, for Nashville. The planning committee, or the MAC advisory committee, has been working to make sure that this show is the best show we have ever done. You know, we try to raise the bar every single year, and I have no doubt that we're going to raise it again in Nashville. The facility looks fabulous. The new hotels that are in place are just absolutely wonderful. Nashville right now is one of the hottest cities in the world, and has been identified by Fromers as the place to go. If you can only go to one place and visit it, go to Nashville. The new Nashville television show is bringing lots of acclaim and lots of visibility to the city. So it is the place to go, and attendees are going to love it when they're in downtown Nashville in 2014.
I was in Nashville the other day and had a chance to hear some people talking about downtown. So it seems like not just at the convention center, but outside, there's going to be a lot of great things to do and see.
Yeah, you know, when I think back 10 or 15 years ago when we were in Nashville, and we've been to Nashville a lot for Marketplace, but we've always been on the outside of town. You know, you've got new buildings, new restaurants, new shopping going in. Obviously, they've got some world-class sporting events. They're always going to be known as Music City because that's the heart and soul of the city. There's so many music venues and things, places to see great artists and things to do. It's like no other place that we've had a Marketplace before.
ABA President and CEO Peter Pantuso joining us on the April edition of MTN, Motor Coach Travel News. Coming up next on MTN, the Green Operator segment sponsored by MCI.
Safety. It's what the Bus Industry Safety Council, BISC, is all about. top industry professionals working together to discuss best practices and procedures to make sure the owner-operators, the drivers, and the motor coaches on our roads and highways are the safest and the best. We take this calling very seriously, and there's room for you and your company to get involved in the BISC. We encourage new owner-operators to collaborate, network, and learn with some of the best, most experienced people in the motor coach industry to make your company the safest it can be. Sign up, get involved, help us help you. After an accident is not the time to be obsessed with safety. With BISC, you'll learn how to be safe and stay safe. Go to our website, buses.org. Click on the link for the Bus Industry Safety Council, sponsored by the American Bus Association.
It's time now for the Green Operator segment, sponsored by MCI.
There's been a lot of discussion about seatbelts in new motor coaches, and the U.S. Department of Transportation is expected to announce its new rules about seatbelts soon. But the manufacturers, including MCI, are already ahead of the government when it comes to this important safety addition.
So as you come up into the cabin of the coach, I guess a couple things that, the biggest thing from the safety standpoint are 3-point seatbelts, and we're really seeing that. We don't build any coaches unless it's specifically requested by the customer now to not have seatbelts. So pretty much everything going out the door is going to have a seatbelt.
MCI also offers other features that make travel by motor coach even better and more accessible.
One of the things as we get onto the coach, MCI's got a patented spiral step well. It makes it really easy for people to get on the coach. That's certainly one of the things we hear from operators and passengers as a benefit. Unique to MCI.
The J4500 has other improvements, a newly designed dash panel for the driver which is more functional, and optional power outlets at every seat for passengers to keep their computers, tablets, and cell phones fully charged. And that's this month's Green Operator, sponsored by MCI.
This coach runs on diesel, which is about 30% more efficient in its combustion than gasoline. But I know what you're thinking. Diesel isn't clean burning. But that's no longer true, because today's ultra-low sulfur diesel fuel is cleaner than ever. Check this out. It burns clean. All aboard the Green Highway.
MCI. Ultimate curb appeal. Uncompromising reliability.
And that's the April edition of Motor Coach Travel News, MTN, from the American Bus Association. I'm Dan Ronan in Washington. As always, if you have story ideas, drop us an email at mtn@buses.org. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here next month.